An integrated resource plan is a long-range planning document that allows TVA an opportunity to determine the best sources of power generation to meet future power needs. It is not a specific plan, but rather more like a compass instead of a GPS. The purpose of the integrated resource plan for TVA is to look at a long-range plan for how TVA would meet the power generation needs of the Valley. This impacts most folks in the Valley, so TVA has done this process very publicly. We've provided an opportunity for public input on those things that folks feel are important, and we've developed a working group that has a cross-section of our customers, state agencies, academics, and advocate groups, all of whom have helped shape the 2015 IRP. So in the 2011 IRP, TVA considered energy efficiency and renewables in a very simplistic manner. In the 2015 IRP, TVA has developed some very novel techniques to be able to treat both renewables and energy efficiency in the same way that we treat traditional resources. This makes for a much better and robust plan because now we're not only comparing sources of generation that we have always used, but new technologies such as wind, solar, and energy efficiency. The decisions that TVA has made in the last few years related to its assets are very consistent with the 2011 IRP. The 2015 IRP is looking forward and looking at the needs for TVA generation in the future and builds on the decisions that have already been made. The stakeholders involved in the working group includes TVA's customers, it includes state agencies, academic experts in energy, advocate groups both for the environment and for the consumers. TVA is just about to complete a draft document of the Integrated Resource Plan. This will be made available for the public in early March. There will be approximately a 45-day period when the public can make comments to TVA, either through public meetings or at the TVA website, tva.gov/IRP. All the comments that are received will be reviewed by TVA and incorporated into a final document. That final document will be provided to our board for review and approval. It's important to get the public's perspective and feedback on the Integrated Resource Plan because the results of this plan impact everyone in the Valley. There are a number of opportunities for folks to provide input, both by attending public meetings that will be available around the Valley or by going to tva.gov/IRP, and there's a place there where you may provide comments. After people submit their comments, TVA will review all of those comments and incorporate and add to the draft IRP anything that we may have missed or forgotten. In addition, those comments will be published as part of the Supplemental Environmental Impact Statement that will accompany the IRP. TVA does not expect to provide individual acknowledgments of comments that are provided because we expect to get a very large number of those comments. But we will review all of those comments and incorporate them as appropriate into the IRP, and everyone's comments will be published as part of the Supplemental Environmental Impact Study. After TVA incorporates comments from the public, TVA will produce a final version of the IRP, which will be provided to our board for review and approval and also provided back to the public. TVA expects to provide the final draft of the IRP to the board for their review and approval in August. To provide comments, the public can go online to tva.gov/IRP, and there is a place there with a form for folks to provide their input.